In the dim glow of her computer screen, Sarah sat cross-legged on the floor of her small apartment, surrounded by crumpled pages and half-drunk mugs of coffee. Her latest novel had become a relentless source of frustration, a tale she had lovingly nurtured for months but now felt impossible to complete. She had always dreamed of being a renowned author, but with each passing day, doubt clawed at her confidence. One night, in a fit of desperation, she found herself browsing through a writing forum. Amidst the usual chatter about plot holes and character arcs, a curious ad caught her eye. Need help finishing your story? Hire a ghostwriter. No one will know. The link led to a sleek website that promised to pair writers with skilled wordsmiths capable of elevating their tales. Intrigued and slightly skeptical, Sarah clicked on it. After a few clicks and some hesitation, she signed up. The process was eerily simple. She described her stalled novel and submitted the first few chapters, feeling a mix of excitement and apprehension. Her fingers trembled as she hit send. Would this be the breakthrough she had longed for, or was it just another whimsical distraction? The following morning, she awoke to an email notification. "Your ghostwriter is ready," it read, along with a detailed outline of how they suggested completing her novel. Sarah's heart raced with a blend of hope and anxiety. This could be her ticket to success. As she reviewed the outline, it was clear the ghostwriter understood her vision, perhaps even better than she did. Eager to see results, Sarah replied, giving the ghostwriter her blessing to dive into the project. In the days that followed, she received segments of text that seamlessly blended with her style, flawlessly continuing her narrative. The more she read, the more entranced she became. It was as if a spell had been cast and her characters were coming to life in ways she had never imagined. Weeks flew by and Sarah felt exhilarated. The deadline for her publisher was fast approaching, and she had a completed manuscript ready to submit. Yet something strange began to unfold. As she read through the final chapters, she found that some passages recounted events she had never written about. Dark, twisted scenes that felt foreign, yet oddly compelling. Characters she had considered minor began showing hints of sinister intent, their motivations morphing into something malignant. Initially, she shrugged it off, chalking it up to creative liberties taken by her ghostwriter. She could always adjust the details later. But when email replies from the ghostwriter started arriving at odd hours, bringing with them increasingly unsettling texts, Sarah found herself feeling unnerved. Each message contained cryptic phrases and eerie phrases that made her skin crawl. "The story wants to be told and you don't want to hide it, do you?" Her unease deepened when she discovered the ghostwriter had begun accessing her personal details, small, trivial things, like her favorite coffee shop and the name of her childhood pet. It felt intrusive, as if this unknown individual was reaching into her mind and taking notes on her life. She frantically searched her inbox for any way to halt the project, but each reply seemed to draw her deeper into a labyrinth she could barely comprehend. One evening, she mustered the courage to confront the ghostwriter. She sent an email detailing her discomfort and her intent to back out of the project, but within moments a response flashed on her screen. "You can't stop now, Sarah. The story has a life of its own and it needs you." The text seemed to tremble with an emotion that chilled her to the bone. Panicking, Sarah quickly shut down her laptop and headed to the kitchen to drown her anxiety in herbal tea. But a nagging feeling clawed at her mind. What if she had gone too far? What if the ghostwriter wasn't just manipulating her story, but was manipulating her very life? The following day, Sarah decided to investigate the ghostwriter's profile only to discover that the account was now completely gone, vanished as if it had never existed. As dread settled in, she realized that her story was more than ink on paper. It had morphed into a nightmare. What had been a simple canvas for her creativity had transformed into something dark and monstrous. The plot she had crafted was no longer hers. She felt a chilling realization wash over her. The story was still unfolding and it wasn't writing itself. Someone, or something, was still pulling the strings. And now the ultimate question haunted her. Would she ever be able to escape the grip of her own creation?